Okay guys, welcome back to another episode of the DB Daily's vlog. It's cars and coffee, cars and caffeine kind of. I'm down here today with Paddy Gabbetts with his MX5 with a little hidden secret underneath the bonnet. Okay guys, so I'm down here with Paddy Gabbetts. I'm lucky I'm in Wexford today. I don't have to drive the whole way to Cork or drive all over the country. We're down here with his NB MX5, which is the second series of MX5s. So the NA was the first and the MB is the second. And we're going to chat about the outside of it, I suppose, a bit, and then we're going to talk about the secret that lies underneath here afterwards. So Patrick, how long have you had the car?
I have it 7 years now, according to Facebook.
Facebook's good for keeping time, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. 7 years. Got it bog standard.
Yeah.
It was black with horrible 3-spoke Advan wheels.
Hey, some people like those Advan wheels.
And they're wrong.
Yeah, I know Dan O'Brien is out there now, he's gone mad looking for a set. But yeah, so you have it 7 years.
7
and
years.
Then when you started with the car, had you kind of an idea of where you wanted to go with the car, or?
Yeah, from years of playing Gran Turismo, I wanted I wanted a track car that I could drive.
Yeah.
And I always went to MX5s
Yeah.
when I was playing it. So
What did you say? Miata's always the answer, isn't
Miata
it?
is always the answer.
Drift car, track car, road car,
Hairdressing car.
hairdresser car. Not that we do much hairdressing, but
No.
so it was kind of, you wanted the car drive on the road, practicality I suppose.
Exactly.
You wanted to have some fun, but in the right place.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so we decided that we were going to build a car from Mandela.
Exactly, yeah. My mate picked it up for me. I couldn't drive it back for some reason.
Yeah.
He was trying to talk me out of it.
Oh.
He said it's a mistake.
Yeah.
We picked it up in Port stopped some halfway home, stopped, and he just had a big smile on his head.
Oh.
He said, "This is brilliant.
Yeah.
This is brilliant."
And then that was standard back then,
Bog
though.
standard
Yeah.
RS. What was not a thing done to it.
Yeah.
Not a
But
thing.
they're a fun car to drive,
unreal,
aren't they?
Unreal.
Yeah,
tech,
100%.
Unreal.
Part of the MX5 club as well, so I'm boosting this one up big time. So then, we'll talk about what's underneath the bonnet near the end, okay? So then, you were wanting to go for a track day, you were wanting to keep it as a car. So what were the upgrades that you started, or the mods that you started to put into it now outside the bonnet?
I think the first thing I did was I put a set of Enkai wheels on it.
Yeah.
A lip kit all round, I think.
Yeah. You wanted to look semi-decent as well, don't you? Yeah.
Mediocre set of brakes on it.
Yeah.
That was it then for a while. Just kept throwing petrol at it and kept going. That was it.
And you were bringing it to the track
Oh,
as it
yeah,
was?
as it was.
So I suppose a lot of people that are looking at it now and they're thinking about, I can't go to a track day, I don't have this and I don't have that. To go to a track day is basically tow hooks and a helmet.
A helmet, yeah. Decent set of rubber. Well, a mediocre set of rubber.
Yeah.
Set of pads.
And petrol.
Petrol, that's it.
So for people out there that are worried about track days and not being able to go to track days, like, it is a simple process, like, isn't it? Yeah. Full driver's license.
Full driver's license.
Yeah.
And like the first half of the day or the first couple of sessions are for novices, like, so there's not a thing to be worried about.
Happy days. So then, we obviously added more power down the line, right? But then, as a safety point when you were moving forward, brake kit upgraded.
C-hook discs and set of Rodison pads and 4 brand new calipers all round.
Yeah.
Could have went big brake kit, but just haven't yet.
Yeah, that's cool.
I will down the line, but at the minute they're doing well.
Yeah. And I see a load of orange inside the car here, so we've a bit of structural integrity, I suppose we call it, is it?
As the power increased and it got faster and faster, safety started becoming a concern, especially from herself, wanted me.
That's fair enough, yeah.
MRC cage is up north, supplied the cage and I fitted it.
Yeah.
So
I've got one myself, MRC roll cages, so up in Northern Ireland, we shout out for you.
They were class, to be fair. So I welded that in one evening.
Yeah.
And so it stiffened it up a lot.
Now they do come with bolt-in cages
they
and stuff
bolt
as well.
in and
my one's a bolt-in, like,
so they come bolt in and with different X's and diagonals and this and
they
that.
have like kind of a selection page, don't they, that you can pick what design you want on it or what features you want. I put gussets in mine because I think they look cool, like, so.
I left the door bars out of mine because it's big to get in and out of.
Yeah, it's hard to get there. As you can see, okay, I had to adjust the camera down lower, but you can see the height of Patrick, and then the roof then is a slight bit lower, okay. Okay, so we talk about power down in a minute, but to get the power to the road, the only thing touching the road, I suppose, is the wheels or tyres, isn't it?
Tyres. I run usually run R888s or the NS2Rs.
So they're a Tayo and a 9-tang tyre.
Pretty much, to be honest, what's on sale.
Yeah, it's cool, no problem.
I can go grippier, but with the power level and the gearbox crying for help and the diff crying for help, I don't go as sticky as I could.
Yeah.
So the wheels do slip a bit.
Yeah.
So it's not loading up the gearbox and the diff. So and sending it to the fucking moon.
Yes, yeah, 100%, yeah. So it's like that too. People are forgetting, like when they're trying to get their car and get performance and stuff, they do forget that, like the only thing that's touching the road is the tires, isn't it?
Oh
like,
yeah, I could put super duper grippy tires and launch it twice, and then have to put a gearbox in it.
Yeah,
in it, but
yeah.
at this, I can.
You can still manage it on the road.
7
isn't it?
years and I haven't put one in it yet.
So I'm going to take a little jump back here for a second, alright? Because we've so much power underneath this bonnet that we had to have a slight upgrade of tyre. So I laid it very gently up here. So if anyone understands what this is basically a drag slick.
Drag radial, yeah.
So to get all the power from the car, say full potential we call it, this is what you need.
Exactly, yeah.
Alright, and if you're wondering, there's a big flat spot here, and people will say, it's only flat in the bottom, it's fine. But he was telling me 2 seconds ago that this is actually the tyre pressure that's needed.
It's fully inflated, yeah.
So it's like 5 psi?
5 or 6 or something low anyway.
Yeah.
Single digits.
So basically with the heat that's generated from the wheel, and to stop it slipping and stuff,
Exactly, yeah.
the air expands inside the tyre, and it actually inflates the tyre. So
when it's flatter, it gives a bigger footprint as well.
yeah,
You can
so you're getting more grip onto the ground.
Exactly.
And it's like sandpaper,
Yeah,
isn't it?
pretty
Like
much,
you
yeah.
can feel it, like, you know. So Patrick, so we were talking about all these ways that we were trying to put the power on the ground, and we've upgraded suspension and we've upgraded.
HSD coilovers and a few poly bushes and
Yeah.
a few bits and bobs.
The
few
HSD
brakes.
are quite good coilovers now, aren't
Yeah,
they?
no, they're very good.
For
Very
value
good.
for money as well, like, isn't it? It's very good.
Yeah, a few chassis braces and sill braces and stuff like that. So
Yeah, 100%. So, to get all this power on the ground, we might as well talk about the power. So, we're still running, technically, talking that we still have an MB engine inside
it's
the
still
car.
an MX5 engine, yeah.
Yeah,
Mark
so
II engine.
a lot of people out there are saying that like they've got this much power in an MX5, but they've after putting in LS swaps, they've after putting in RB swaps,
SR20s, everything. yeah.
SR20s, there's the K series
Yeah.
engines in as well, but this still has
Still MX5s.
an MX5 engine.
Still a numbers matching engine to the car.
Yeah, so standard engine for the chassis of the car. What power are we putting out at the moment? Are we putting out?
410
So
horsepower.
410 brake horsepower, guys, right? So everyone in the comments are jumping on it, right? I'm telling you now that it's the highest brake horsepower engine in Ireland, standard MX5 engine we call it, in Ireland at the moment with 410 brake. But he was telling me that on the dyno day you had slight problems
Yeah,
with.
the exhaust housing on the turbo was a bit small.
Yeah,
It's only a 0.64 AR, so it's good for spooling quick, but
Yeah.
it just kills the top end power. So we're going to jump to a big jump to like a 1.03.
yeah.
So keep it at the same boost, and we hope to over 5 would be achievable.
Yeah.
We hope.
So this is for turbo nerds, right? So to break it back down again, it's basically the exhaust is not getting out of the turbo fast enough. So what he's going to do is trying to enlarge the housing to get the exhaust out faster to get more horsepower.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we were talking about inhaling and exhaling and stuff, but you were getting caught with the exhale.
Exhaling,
basically.
yeah. There's a big bottleneck, and I have to run so much boost to try to get through that bottleneck. So
Yeah, yeah.
I reckon with the bigger housing and the same boost, it'll be
We're
around
gonna be
500ish.
breaking the 500 club.
I
Like
hope so.
that's absolutely, you know what I mean? So this is absolutely unbelievable to be having it with such a small car, and a car that people kind of look down their nose at, I suppose, as far as performance.
And a daily driver.
And a daily driver as well, you know. So you're talking about the engine that we have, and we're talking about the power that we have, right? What turbo? We have turbo. Well, Patrick has turbo the engine. What turbo are you running at the moment?
It's a 3071R.
Yeah.
3071R.
So we'll get a shot underneath, or Simon will put a shot in here somewhere of underneath the bonnet. It is, to look at it from outside the car, you would say it's quite small.
Yeah, it's not a big looking turbo
Yeah.
at all, but I spec it. I got a custom made, so it's a billet wheel, and I got the blade angles changed, and then
Yeah.
a few bits and pieces. to
Yeah,
try
yeah.
help it. Seems to have worked.
100%, like it's absolutely fantastic, and we'll get a shot of it running and stuff. Like that. I know Simon's going to put a clip in here. Everyone go Simon. When he had it on the dyno just to prove it, and
Back when
it's-
it was black before I sprayed it.
yeah, and it sounded like it was about to suck in small children and squirrels and stuff out of the trees. But it is, so you have done it correctly, I suppose. You've after upgraded suspension, you've upgraded everything to kind of safety manners to go with the engine as well, though, isn't
Exactly,
it?
yeah. There's all well and good throwing a load of power at it, but when you can't stop or you can't take a corner or something, like it just gets stupidly dangerous then.
Yeah. We also talked in about going to Mondello and about using the power in the right place, which is kind of what DB Dailies is advocating as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're a frequented member of the Mondello track?
Mondello in Kirkestown up north, yeah.
Yeah.
They just love doing a track there.
And as far as the guys in Mondello go for ease of getting on and getting going, like they're friendly enough guys
friendly
to get
enough.
into?
Yeah, friendly enough. You just arrive and do your briefing. Normally I drive it up.
Yeah.
Drive it up, fill it with petrol, drive the debt out of it, and then
Yeah.
drive it home. It's grand.
And not only petrol, we're running a little bit of extra.
There's a bit of methanol as well.
Just
we
a touch.
We run a 50-50 or 60-40 water methanol kit,
Yeah.
just to keep the detonation away.
Yeah.
And a little extra power as well.
Awesome. So we're on the track, okay? You pull up with an MX5. Everyone's like making gestures that you're brushing their hair and cutting hair and stuff. As far as the track goes, okay, and as far as you go on the track, is there big boy cars there, or say maybe more purpose-built cars there that you've found that you've kept up with, or?
Oh, there's been a few time attack cars and a few big things that have been
Yeah.
surprised. And
So just because it's an MX5 and you're driving a Skyline, don't be throwing your nose up, like, you know what I mean? So if you see this guy on the track, okay, don't be thinking, sure, I'll pass this guy out, no problem, like, isn't it? So it is. So as far as plans go for the future, then, what's the plan with the car that you're wanting to go with?
plan is we'll fix the turbo, bit more power.
Yeah.
Maybe change up the body kit again. I know I'm only after putting it on, but
Yeah.
maybe go for something different. And just drive it.
Yeah.
Just drive it. That's it. Really.
And like that, we have had a lot of kind of show ponies, I suppose, on the channel as well, right? But this is kind of more a function.
Yeah, this
Like
is function over
now,
form.
look it, we haven't washed the car and it's still clean, it's still painted, like it's still, you know, you wouldn't throw your nose up at it any day, really.
Oh.
Like it looks fine, like, but it is a pure function car,
Exactly.
isn't it?
People go too in depth, going, I'll do this and I'll do this and I'll do
Yeah.
this. Just don't, and just drive it
Yeah.
like. do
And
it
as
that
far
way.
as body kits go, you want to go wider or narrower? Or?
I'd probably have to go wider at some point to get a bit of extra rubber onto the road.
Yeah,
But for the time being, the arches are just pulled.
Yeah.
And there's
Because you need to get kind of wider and
Yeah,
lower in it to put it
exactly,
down. Yeah,
down the line maybe.
yeah.
We won't tell her.
It's like every person I've had on so far is like, don't tell the missus or the other half. It's like,
She's very good, to be fair. She's big into the cars and has always helped and supported.
yeah. Because I know if we'll do a little turnaround with the camera here in a minute, we have, not only have we an MX5, but we have a Mazda 6, we have an RX-7.
SA RX-7 and a
S-
Pro Drive RX-8.
Yeah.
And then another RX-8 that's not here.
So we've a 5, 6, 7 and an 8.
Yeah.
So we're collecting Mazdas here at the moment, and maybe look someday down the line we'll get some of the other cars and we'll do a little episode on them as well, because they're rare enough. What's
very.
the RX-8 is?
One of 800.
One of 800 ever made in the world, like, so it's pretty much a big deal. So from me here anyway, guys, I'd like to say thanks very much for watching the vlog, and we'll go and get some sexy shots of the car.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. Guys, from me, Dunners_DB Dailies, and Patrick, your Instagram tag is?
I don't know.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Not a clue.
Okay, we'll put a link in the description for the Instagram tag. I'd like to say thanks very much for watching, guys. If you think you have an MX5 that has more brake horsepower, prove me wrong. Alright, put it down in the comments.
I have the credit union on speed dial.
Yeah, so we can try and match it again. So I'd like to say like, share, comment, subscribe. Be free to ask any questions you have, right? If you want to get in contact with Patrick about the car, be sure to get in hold of him and ask questions. It's cool.
Really know it.
He'll be up in Mondello, I'm sure, someday. Go over and say hello and talk to him. As far as the DB Dailies go, you can follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. Head over to dbdailies.com where you can get a hold of all of our merchandise. Not that I'm wearing a lot today, but we've got snoods, we've got hoodies, t-shirts, lanyards, sunglasses, everything you could possibly want, right? I'd like to say thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you up in the next one.